I just want to give a round of applause to the ladies in the office as well. Without them, I couldn't do this. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming out and supporting this tournament. We will have another one October 9th and 10th is the next trio. Registration will open August 1st for anyone that hold this tournament. Open registration a week later, August 8th. We do have a raffle going on in there. There's a couple of different raffle selections. We have a Brunswick bowling ball, some Budweiser grab bags, a golf bag. We also have an autographed Billie Eilish album vinyl as well in there. So if you're interested in tickets, see them in the office. They'll be coming around later to sell tickets as well. You will bowl 4 games today. After 10 games qualifying, we will take the top 4 to a step ladder. We are paying 5 spots. Surface adjustments can be made through practice. We do have blind doubles in high game. If you're interested in getting in that, see the ladies in the office before game 1. Brackets will be games 2, 3, and 4. You have until the start of game 2 to get into brackets. I'll be coming around to get sell brackets as well. Other than that, we'll go ahead and we'll get the lanes turned on. Give me 10 minutes. Good luck. Format is the same as yesterday. 2 points individual, 3 for total, 9 total a game.
Alrighty, folks. Welcome to final qualifying. Not the finals yet, final qualifying here at the Summer Trio Challenge. We have got a stacked field, number 1 seed. We've got a score sheet here. We just posted that on our Facebook page. If you follow us on Facebook and Instagram, you get all this information without me having to tell you. And you get notified whenever we go live. Fair warning, before we start, we have had issues. With the stream just kind of dropping out. For whatever reason that is, I'm not 100% sure, but it has just, for whatever reason, just dropped. Why that it is, I don't know. This has happened, and it probably will happen today. No fear. We'll be right back within minutes of that happening. So I ask that you just stay tuned. And if you aren't subscribed, you're going to want to do that. Because if you do subscribe, well, then you'll just know exactly when we go live. Because you can hit the little bell icon. And it will tell you when we have gone live. If you haven't liked the video, go ahead and do so. That helps us out a ton as well. I'm in the process now of pinning the comment with the YouTube link into Facebook's video feed. So my friends over in Facebook land, if you can click that link and take you and watch this stream, Landon, what's up, my brother? If you watch this stream on YouTube, well, that just helps me out even more. That enables us, like this weekend, to bring you the 3 different camera feeds that we will have in play. There it is. Just threw it down in the comments. You're going to want to click that link Follow that link. There it is, pin, bang. So you'll see it throughout the stream. If you're new to the stream, if you're just joining us, if you're watching this playback, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, the whole thing. 90% of my viewers aren't subscribed. I have 1,100 views from last night's B Squad qualifying, and only 90% of those people, only 10% of those people are subscribed. Got to do better. So hit subscribe. Is at 3,000 subscribers, we're doing a giveaway. So why would you not want to be included onto that? All right. Give you a little bit of a rundown of what had happened yesterday. We had A and B squad qualifying. Both squads had bowled 6 games, Swiss style match play. So Swiss means that every game is a position round, okay? And then each game is also match play. So that means there's 9 points at stake. 2 points per individual match, so the person right across from you and the other team. And then 3 points for the team game. So, a lot of points at stake. Team 307 made a late surge in the second half of B Squad qualifying. They were kind of hanging out mid-pack of the 14 teams that bowled B Squad qualifying, and then made a big run to the top to overtake Strike Zone Pro Shop with 40 points and 14 losses. So they are your number 1 seed with 4 games to go. We are cutting to 4. Cutting to the top 4 for a step ladder final. $3,000 up top for the team. So $1,000 per person to win this tournament. Second place is the Strike Zone Pro Shop. We'll show you them. Might as well, right? I think they are right here. So your number 1 seed is going to be on 5 and 6, and then the bottom seed teams are on 3 and 4. So 5 and 6 are your top seed teams. 5 will be Team 307. It's Justin Werner. Robbie Wilson, and Jason Dean. So that's who Team 307. Strike Zone Pro Shop. They are on 6. That is a team consisting of Clay Reese, Lizzie Reese, and Steve Klemkin. So they went 37 and 17 in A Squad. Steve leads the tournament in average at 232.8. Clay is second behind him at 228.6. So stacked team there. As long as Lizzie Reese can show up today, I feel like they should be a lock into the step ladder. Team 307 had a hot finish, so as long as they can find a way to strike early, I think they'll have a good shot at making that step ladder. I just worry how many points they end up getting, because they're going to face some stiff competition. Strike Zone Pro Shop Game 1. So I think a split is really integral in their confidence moving forward. Your third place team is the Equestronauts. The Equestronauts consist of teams. I have those teams. I don't think I have those teams. The Equestronauts. I know who's on them. Where are they at? Equestronauts. Equestronauts is Tammy Russell, Alex Oik, and Kyle Morrison. So those are the Equestronauts. They are third place at 35 and 19. 1 point behind them is Double Decker Taco. And they are just on the pairs to the right, which is right here, 7 and 8. So we have the Equestronauts. I have Double Decker Taco. Yeah, Double Decker Taco and Equestronauts, 7 and 8. They went 35 and 19 for the Equestronauts, 34 and 20 for the Double Decker Taco. And then 5 and 6 is on actually 9 and 8, which is to the right of them, is Two Wrong Ways. That's Brandon Smith, Peyton Smith, Chris Morley, and Questionable Choices, which is Jolene Wilcock. Oh, where are they? Jolene Wilcock, Mia Costa, and Ryan Willis. So that is who's going to be on 9 and 10. Jolene Wilcock set to go right there. You're going to start with an early flat 10, and we'll see what Chris Morley's got for us. So they are on 9 and 10. They are your 5 and 6 seeds. Chris is going to cut that one off. Tammy's going to miss the headpin right. So then We're going to move over to even further right, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Here, we have 3 strikes, you were out, who led most of the day yesterday. A.J. Carson missing the head pin right there. 3 strikes, you're out. That's A.J. Carson. Who was their second? A.J. Carson, Doug Downs, Brian Slaymaker. Brian Slaymaker led most of qualifying yesterday in average for B Squad. He was overtaken by Aaron Holcomb. And the Carpet Farmers, the team of Anthony Azevedo, Jeremy Walker, and Jason Coates. And then on 13 and 14 are your 9 and 10 Cs. That is T-Strap. That is Justin Sanchez, Troy Waring, and Dusty Waring. And Get Swifty. That is Nick Tanner. There it is. All right, finally back into an aerial. Sorry, it was one of those glitches. Fortunately, we didn't completely lose the stream, which has happened in the past. It happened yesterday a couple times, so fortunately that didn't happen. Anyway, picking up where I had left off, the T-straps and Get Swifty over on 13 and 14. So that is your top 10. Your top 10, your bottom... Your lickety split, Get Swifty is in 10th place at 30 and 24. They are 10 points back from first. That is anybody's game, folks. With 9 points at stake and sweeps very possible. They definitely play different from pair to pair, and even on the high end, we have not used anything past 15 and 16, so no one has any experience on anything past 15 and 16. Who knows what's going to happen down there? So a sweep, definitely possible for bowlers down on the high end. So, realistically, 11th place is 30 and 24. The Jays at 14th are 28 and 26. I think they have some sort of shot at getting in. I think if you're more than 15 points out, so at 25, that is 15th at Bowling Styles Matter. I think anything below that, it's going to be extremely difficult. Not out of the question, but you're going to have to go have a couple sweeps and win every match and definitely sweep. You can't split. Definitely won't be able to split. Nick Tanner throws a shot there and missed head pin right. Almost missed head pin. 2-10. Oh, the 10 fell. 2-pin. But you're going to need and you're going to need help up top. Those guys beating up on each other. What is not totally out of the question either, because those teams are real good and they are definitely going to beat up on each other.
but it's just Sunday count. So then, yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I mean, and he's not going to get it for fucking $20 more. You better not. Like, if you have, like, people who, oh, I don't want to do it. Get the fuck out of here.
Ah, looks like we've been having a couple connection errors. Some dude just stretched himself on the camera mount. Thanks for that, guy. Goodness. What are we thinking? Yeah, not sure what's going on, but the internet's all over the place. Play Reese up, lane 6, in their 7th frame. All right, we're back down to normal levels. Thanks for staying. Appreciate you. Folks, if you got any questions, throw them down in the YouTube comments. That's where I'll be able to see them. Bobby Wilson. Nice ball. That's 10 back. Real good ball. Try to see if I can see some of the scores. See if we can try to see what scores are across the center. We've moved on. Yeah, all right. Here we go. So we've got a tight one down in the 7th frame between the top two teams, Clay's team and Robbie Wilson's team, 307 strike zone. The Equestronauts and Double Decker Taco, they're in a tight game, game one. And in the 9th frame, Questionable Choices in Two Wrong Ways, also in a tight game. So tight games across the board, except here strikers, 3 strikes you're out, are beating pretty handedly the Carpet Farmers. That game is not necessarily close. And Get Swifty and the T-Strap. Get Swifty is leading that match by 50. So, tight games over here on the top seeds. These games are close. Reese, all is left off her hands, so close to the face. Fortune there to leave only the 6-10. Robbie Wilson's going to stand up here. He's working off a double. Chad McLean decided to show up today. Apparently he is on the front 7. So if he gets to 9, we'll turn the camera a tad over to 1 and 2. That's where they are. Got to try to get a 300 if it's in range. We got to be able to try to get that. Steve Clemkin standing up here on lane 5. Oh, high 4-pin. High 4-pins suck, man. Throw a pretty good shot. You watch it hook a little too early. Just banging, hits the pocket, but playing it as carry, and then next to you, a nice mixer. And probably a ball that wasn't nearly as good. Ooh, Clay Reese trying to lock that one off. The 6-pin just lays in the gutter. Doesn't have enough to get out of it. 10-pin will stand. This is Jason Dean, I believe, up here on lane 5. He will also flat 10. So a struggle here early to get the ball through the pins for Clay and Jason. They're both flat 10. Clay having some issues at the approach. It doesn't matter, either a good spare shooter like that. Having issues on the approach really isn't going to matter a whole lot. Lizzie on lane 6. Mixer, yeah, got it. So I'm going to take a quick rundown, folks, to the pair that had front 7. See if they're still on that string of strikes. If they are, we're going to turn our current camera over to them. If not, we'll stick it right here on the 1-2 seeds, duking it out in a tight match. Justin Berner, get this last shot here. That's the Phase 610. I'll be right back. Can you hear me now, Daniel? I'm sure. I don't know why the video stopped playing. It did that on my end too. We never stopped on my end, but on my computer, I'm watching the playback here so I can see your guys' comments, and it stopped. I had to refresh the page for whatever reason that was. I'm not sure. Can you hear me now? If you can hear me, throw it down in the comments so I know. Throw it down in the comments so I know you guys on the other end of this stream can also hear. Sweet. Perfect. Glad you all are in there. And watching, yeah, that front seven was Dunzo. So we have a match over here that's finished. Who won this one? Some low scores. 176 to 143 winner for AJ Carson. 181 winner for Doug Downs. And 174 loser. It's like the Nick Tanner or Mitch Waring. I'm not sure which one that was who won their point. But 36. So a nice set for who was 9 and 10? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 strikes you're out. And Carpet Farmers. Oh, that's Carpet Farmers. So it looks like Jason Coates snug a 1. So 3 strikes you're out is going to jump after a 7-piece. A nice 7-piece and a dominant performance on the right side by Get Swifty. A win for Mitch Waring. A win for William Cook. And a win for Nick Tanner, shooting 196 to beat in two opens. Justin Sanchez goes open in the 9th, 10th to lose to Nick Tanner, and their team wins by 126. So that's a sweep for Get Swifty. So Get Swifty's going to jump. If Swifty's in 10th, they're going to get 9 out of that. They're going to go from 30 to 39, and it depends on what 307 does over here and all the teams that were in between. Because cleaning this up, the Equestronauts and Double Decker Taco are here at the end of their game. So we got a win for. Hard for me to see. Mark Mandel wins 196-164. Ken Fong wins 224 to 195. And Craig Reisinger in a match against Kyle Morrison. Looks like Kyle's going to steal that one. Ooh, 10 pin. So that match is close. 541 to 555. So Kyle looking to fill his 10th. They have a shot here to snab 5 of the points. Needs it. No. Yeah, disappointing. He knew he could potentially have won that match with a strike there. Maybe not. Close. He needed to fill that 10th. He goes 7 spare, 8. Shoots 190. Looks like he's probably going to win this match, but team point as well. So they're going to get swept. Are they going to get swept? Oh, Craig Reisinger whiffs on that one. So definitely looking back now, if Kyle fills that 10th with it working on a strike, easily could have taken the team point as well as his own as they lose 555 to 549. We got a tight one. Justin Verner's hollering with a strike there. And they win one. They get beat by 110 pins. Wow. That's tough there. Justin Verner. Oh, flat 10. This is a close one here. 557 is Team 307. 551 is Strike Zone. He spares for Steve K. In his game, right? He's still got one to go. So Verner, I think he needed to double it. Hey, Jeff says it's the same, but take that with a grain of salt. Justin Verner shoots 167, and Steve Klumpkin has one more shot to go. And I believe they are going to win 552, 558, so needs 7, I think. Could be wrong. I believe he's going to need 7. Wraps a 10 pin. Good ball. That's a win for Steve Klumpkin in Strike Zone Pro Shop. They're going to win the team point by 3 sticks. Yes, he did need that. He did need 7 on that ball. Well, there you go, folks. They win by 3 in a tight match. Clay Reese wins his point. Lizzie loses. Steve K wins, and they win. So, huge swing there. 7 points to Strike Zone Pro Shop. They go to 44. They go to 44 points. Team 307 sits at 42. And Get Swifty is going to go to 39. So they're going to be up there in the top. So a solid win for Strike Zone Pro Shop to gap themselves a little bit. This is kind of what I had foreseen a little bit, was Team 307's struggles early yesterday, bleeding into today as they just continue to get tighter as this pattern is laid down multiple times. So they got to figure something out on the fresh here in order to get to maintain the spot they're in, because there's teams that are ready to bowl. They came right to the bowl. They're teams that really succeeded early yesterday. They're going to have an opportunity to do that today with 2 less games to fall, because I know there's a couple teams, folks that could play a little bit straighter, bold, or well early, and then as they were first further and further left, it didn't really work out. Okay. Hopefully these, whatever connection issues, I'm just so confused as to what's happening. I don't know why it continues to persist. So thank you for sticking with me. Daniel. Jeff says it's not, and he hasn't changed it. Or if he did, it was very, very little. He doesn't have a name necessarily for the shot. The Summer Trio Challenge shot. I don't know, to be honest with you. But he says it's not much different, but it's playing really, really hard. For whatever reason, I don't know really why, but it's playing super difficult. And then as far as Ryan Willis's team, they are questionable decisions. Is that right? Questionable choices? They are questionable choices. They were the 6th seed. They bowled 2 wrong ways. Shut the scores up. I don't know. We'll see here in a minute when I get a score sheet. We're back to normal here with the internet. Luckily, it hasn't crashed completely and taken us from this link. But man, it has been just an awful experience with some of the internet. I don't really know why. I have all this equipment and it just doesn't matter. The internet sucks. But yeah, I don't know how questionable decisions fared. Almost every match that was in front of us on stream was pretty close, except one. So we'll hear probably just a moment. They've been taking scores. They've been pretty good at being quick about uploading the scores, shuffling the teams up, putting them in the right spot. So I'll know here in just a moment. Thank you, though, for being on YouTube. That I appreciate. We always appreciate people being on YouTube. Helps us out. And now we wait. While we wait, we hydrate. Looks like they'll have the teams up in just like 2 seconds.